Hi, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to our ELA and Social Studies lessons with Mrs. Cruz. And we are going to get started right away. We have a lot to do today. So let's get started. First things first. Happy birthday, Sony Ashley. Yes, she is our birthday person for the month of June. So congratulations and happy birthday, Miss Sony Ashley. Now let's go on to our promise. We made a promise. If you attend our Zoom live lessons, and anytime we're on Zoom together, remember your promise. Participate, be respectful, be on time, microphones muted, include your name in the chat, stay in your spot, keep your eyes on the screen where all the magic happens. Now, what are we going to do today? We're going to start right away. We have a lot to do, but let me tell you what we're going to do. We are going to Nearpod and learn about some letter sounds. We're going to blend some letter sounds, look at beginning, middle, end sounds, find some new sounds from digraphs and letters blends, and then we're going to take a quick stretch or brain break. We're going to have a quick story time and talk about some comprehension questions to help us understand the story. And then we're also going to do a quick, very fast social studies lesson. All right. So, and anyone who attends will get to choose a game at the end of the lesson, and then we'll be finished. So let's get started. I'm going to share this Nearpod with you and your families later today so you can practice on your own, okay? I want you to tell me how you feel about listening and identifying the beginning, the middle, and the ending sound of a word. Okay, so when you think of a word, can you think of, and you listen and tell me the beginning sound, the middle sound, and then the very end of the word, that sound? So yes, I can. I'm really good at it. Or B, sometimes. Sometimes I get some of them sounds, but sometimes I get stuck on the middle sound. And how about C? Ooh, I need help. Yeah, tell me how you feel about listening and identifying the beginning, middle, and ending sounds of words. How confident you feel. All right, choose your answer. Yes, I know them all. B, sometimes I get them. Sometimes I need a little practice. And C, ooh, I need a lot of help. All right, let's move on. So now let's put it into practice. Let's learn about the beginning, middle, and ending sounds of words. So each one of these pictures has a word that we can match to it. And we can say the word and even identify the beginning, the middle, and the ending sound. And that helps us spell it as well as read it. Yeah. So let's talk about what a beginning, middle, ending sound of a word is. Each one of these words is just a 3-letter word, really short, just 3 little letters. Okay, so I'm going to draw 3 little lines to represent the beginning sound. And then how about the middle sound of a word? Put that right in the middle. And then the ending sound of our word. So did you notice? I have 3 little lines, one for the beginning, one for the middle, and then one for the very end. That ending sound, the last sound you hear, right? So we can build words this way by listening to their sounds that they make. And now I have a trick, a clue, a tip for you. And that is to pretend you're reading and saying sounds in slow motion. It sounds funny, but it will help you segment and identify each sound. All right. So I'm like pulling a word apart so that you can hear each sound. Now we're only going to pick 2 words. What do you think? Yeah. All right. And we're going to say them in slow motion and identify each sound that that word makes. Now, see if you can find the picture of the word I am sounding out. At. Should I do it again? At. Did you find it? Yeah? If you said hat, you got it right. Beautiful. circle the hat. Now let's sound it out in slow motion to identify each sound. The sound you hear at the beginning, the sound you hear stuck in the middle, and the sound you hear at the very end of the word. Ready? I use my 3 fingers. You can use any object. You can even do it on your arm. Ready? What's that sound? That's the first sound I said. That sounded like an H. That's right. It sounds like an H. That was the first sound. Now let's go and slow motion the rest. First we had ah. What's that sound? Sounds like a baby crying, doesn't it? Ah. That is our short A. Ah, ha, ha. Slow motion. Ha. What's that last sound we're going to say? Yeah, if you said T, you got it right. Good job, T. Hat. Excellent. So we're going to write a T at the very end. And a word is like a rainbow. You read it from the beginning, and then you read it right over the top and end it on the end. So let's try that together. Take a deep breath, bigger breath, the better. Hat, hat. Excellent. Let's do one more and then we'll be finished with identifying the beginning, the middle, and the end of a word. Ready? Let's try another one. I've got a good one. How about this one? Think of the picture. Find the picture that matches the sounds I make. Here I go. Sad. Did you find it? Yeah, me too. I found it. I found it. Sad. Oh, let's see if we can identify the sounds. What was the first sound it made? The beginning sound. Yes, that's an S. Put that in there for the very beginning. Don't put it at the end. That was the first sound you hear. Remember, it's like a rainbow. It starts here and goes over the top and ends the last letter. All right, so let's try the next one. What's that middle sound? Oh, it's the baby crying again. So it is the middle sound of short A. Ah, that's right. Sad. What is that last sound it's going to make at the end of the word? The very end. The last sound you hear is sad. That's right. It's a D. I'll make sure I put my D the right way. Sometimes I have to look to see which way that letter is being written. I don't want to write the wrong letter. So sometimes I mix my D's and my B's up. So I remember that B has a belly and bounces forward, but a D goes backwards. So I need to make sure I have my D going the backwards way. Just read like a rainbow. Take a deep breath. Bigger, 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 bigger. Go. Sad. Perfect. Easy. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Let's move on. All right, now that you know how to listen carefully and identify the beginning, middle, and ending sounds of a word, and the middle sound is probably the most important. That's our vowel sound. Have to have a vowel in a word, don't we? Yeah. So it's very important that you listen for those vowel sounds. Now let's put it into practice. Once again, let's only do a couple of these. We're going to do, let's pick the blue. Yeah, see that little boxy thing? Let's see if we know what that beginning sound is for the word cube. Oh, slow down. Let's do it nice and slow. Cube. Oh, it already has the "ube" part. See, it already has the ending sound. The whole rest of the word is there. That whole rhyme is there. Now, what's that beginning sound? You said k, k, k. If you said C, you got it right. I think C looks better than K. Even though they can make the same hard kicking sound, k, 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 it's a C. Very good. Let's try the next one. The middle sound. Let's go to the middle. Remember the middle of the word? This one has a vowel sound that we're going to be looking for. Okay, let's try that first picture. Oh, I play this with my family sometimes. It is a picture of a, see, it starts with a G. There's our first sound. Remember our rainbow? G. What's that middle sound? What's going to be the middle sound? Oh, slow motion. I see what you're saying. Aim. Oh, it's an A. It's a long A. Whoops, wrong color. Let me put right color. Aim. It's an A. And why is it the long A? Because we have a magic silent E right here. He's a magician and he jumps over and tells A to say your name. Say your name. No, no, no. A's not your name. A is your name. Say your name. All right, I'll be quiet, but you say your name. So that's what E does. It's magic and he's silent and he tells A to say his name. Aim. And that's it. Beautiful. All right, let's go on to the last part. The ending sound. Very important that you practice listening and telling the ending sound of a word. Let's try. Let's try that last picture. Oh, he's so cute. Let's look at the last picture. It is a picture of a bear. Let's see. It's got a beginning sound. K. It has a middle sound already. There's no U. There's no E, so you can't say you, right? So it's got to be no magic E. So we have to have our short U. So let's see, the beginning sound is K, the middle sound is K, yeah, you know it. The last sound is slow motion, K, B. Oh, that's a B. And a B has a belly and bounces forward. Excellent job, guys. That is a cub. Let's take a big rainbow breath. Cub. Very nice. Excellent. All right, practice these on your own. Slow-mo, rainbow, listening for each sound. Beginning sound, first sound you hear, middle sound, one in the middle, and usually a vowel. And then the end, the last sound you hear. All right. Now, so for three-letter words, they're so easy. The middle sound is most often a vowel, right? I do see some here that have 4 spots for letters, and that's because there's a magic silent E at the end, and that just changes, magically makes the vowel say its long sound, its name. All right, guys, let's move on to the next part of the lesson. Okay, this is going to go really fast. You need to know your digraphs. Your digraphs are so cool because they are 2 letters that come together, they get glued together, and they make a brand new sound we've never heard before. It's sort of like taking 2 flavors and mixing them together to make a brand new flavor, right? You can't unmix them. So think of the SH, there it is, the SH as a new flavor, a new sound. Can't pull them apart though and expect them to still make the same sound. So if you write them, you want to make that sound, they have to be written together, stuck together like glue. Now, the S normally makes a S sound, the H normally makes a H sound, but if you put them together, they blend together and they make a brand new sound called the sh. That's right, they make a shushy sound. Now, we're going to quickly identify some of the words here that also have a sh sound somewhere in the word. Could be at the beginning, could be in the middle, could be at the end. So let's listen. Oh, this whole lesson is about listening. I love that. Listen as I say some words, and if you hear a shh, circle it, okay? Listen carefully. I'm going to go to the top. Shake, shake. Do you hear the shh? I did. It was at the beginning. Yes. So let's circle it. And we're going to put an SH at the beginning of the word. And then we have the rest of the word after it. Good work. Let's try another one. Ooh, let's do the next one. Shot, shot, shh. Oh, I hear it. I hear it too. Let's circle it. And do you hear it at the beginning, the middle, or the end? Let's try it again. Shh. It's right there in the beginning. Yes. So let's put it again, once again in the beginning, and follows with the rest of the word. Okay, let's try the next one. Fish, fish. I heard it too. I heard shush. I heard a sh at the end. Yes. Oh, let's see. Sh. Oh, it's at the very end. So we have the beginning sound, the middle sound, and then the SH is at the end of the word. Excellent. All right. There is a word here that doesn't have it. Can you figure it out? Which one of the words on the bottom does not have the sh? Can you find it? Let's see. Sheep, 6, ship. Cross it out. If you don't hear the sh, which one would you cross out? Sheep, 6, ship. Yeah, I don't hear it in this one at all. I hear s, I, x. I don't hear sh. So it doesn't have a sh. Awesome. Practice this on your own. When you are reading through books, there are a lot of words that have the SH in them. You can look through a book, look through your work, and see if you can find a word that has the sh sound. Remember, the S and the H need to be glued together. Can't be written apart. They won't make that same flavor. All right, let's move on. I have some more sounds for you. Ah, we have the oink, oink, oink sound. That's right. So you know how a pig says oink? Well, take the NK off. What is the beginning sound? Oi, oink, 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 oink. Now what we're going to focus on today is one of the ways we can make the oi sound, because there's two different ways. We can do an OY stuck together, or we can do the OI. Today's lesson, we're going to focus on the OY. Oink, 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 OY. So in a couple of slides, you're going to try to find words that have the OY in them and make the oi sound. All right, now let's try another one, different one. My favorite. This is the warning growl. Okay. This is when, like when let's say a doggy is chewing on his bone, you get too close and he's like, or when a baby tiger, he gets, wants to be a little playful. So he says, he doesn't say roar. He's not old enough yet. He's just growling. Show your teeth. Keep them closed. Close your mouth, open your lips and go. That's the growl sound. That's the IR and the ER sound. Okay. Now we're going to be focusing on, they both make that sound, but you have to put them with the R. You have to do IR, or ER. But today we're going to focus on IR, and in a couple of slides, you're going to be looking for words that have the IR stuck together and make the baby growl sound. Okay. Don't open your mouth. Keep them closed. Keep your teeth tight. IR. ER will do it too, but we're focused on IR. All right, so get ready. See if you can find the words. Look at the examples. I know a word that has the oink oink sound, and it has, if you just put a B in front of it, it makes the word, let's do our rainbow, big breath, b-oink, b-oink, boy. That's right. It makes that oink oink sound because it has the OY. So you're going to be looking for the word boy on the next slide. Keep an eye out for the OY, oink, oink, oink. And here's the other one, the IR. So we're going to be looking for words with OY and the words with IR. What does the IR make again? Keep your teeth together. That's right. And look at the word I found. Girl. Rainbow it right across. Girl. Girl. That's right. So we're going to look for boy and girl. Boy and girl. Boing, oing, oing, and girl. Okay. Look at those words one more time, because on the next slide, you have to circle them if you see them. Here we go. All right, on your mark, get set. See if you're faster than me. I'm going to circle all the words that have the oink, oink, oink. Here we go. Oink, oink, oink. Oink, 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 oink. Nope. No, yeah, no, 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 no. Oink, 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 boy. No, 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 no. Oh, found another one. Oink, oink, boing, 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 oink, oink, boing. And try one more. Oh, I found another one. Oink, 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 boing, boing. Awesome. How many did you count? Yeah, I got 4. Let's see if you can find the other sound that baby tiger growl. Girl, girl. Can you find the words with the IR? And that's a girl. Let's see. On your mark, get set, go. Girl. Found one. Girl. See if you can find another one. I found another one. Girl. You see the IR in the middle? That's the middle sound. See if you can find another one. I found another one too. Girl. Girl. One more? Okay, okay. Girl. Girl. Nothing else. That's it. Awesome. Find them in your books. Find them in your words that you read. See if you can find the oink, oink, oink or the IR sounds. Okay. Awesome job. It's very important that you know what letters make what sounds. So practice your OY, oink, oink, and IR. Here we go. Let's do the next one. I want you to write the words boy and girl. If you forget, they're written up at the top in the instructions, but I didn't forget it because I remember how to spell boy now. B with the belly that bumps into words. And we have the oink oink. What was that? Oink oink. Uh-huh. Yep. OY. There it is. Now let's try girl. Okay, take a deep breath. Oh, that's a G. And how do you make the tiger, baby tiger growl? IR. And what's that last sound? The very last sound you hear. Here, it's not gur, it's girl. Oh, it's got that L. Oh, yeah, you stick out your tongue, girl. All right, you wrote it. Keep practicing that. That was wonderful. Let's go on to the next part. We are going to read a story after your brain break.
Now, brain breaks give us a chance to get moving and get some of our energy out.
By doing something active, we are recharging our brains and bodies so we can get back to focusing and learning.
Let's get started.
Well, all right, everyone, let's stand up. Today, we're going to be doing some easy stretches that you can do anywhere, even at home. Now, let's start by reaching up your hands high to the sky, way above your head.
High.
And now reach down low
all the way down. Toes, stretch, stretch.
And now let's hold that for 5 seconds.
1,
on me.
2,
count it out.
3,
1,
4,
2,
5.
3, 4, and 5. There we go. Stand up tall. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to interlock our fingers.
Ooh, stretch right
out. Stretch them out like so. Push both arms out. Stretch it out. Hold that for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Great job, guys. Now shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to interlock our fingers again, but go behind our backs. Stretch it out, stretch both those arms, and hold that for 5 seconds again.
Don't overstretch,
ready?
Just slightly.
1, 2,
if
3,
it hurts, it's no good.
4, and 5. Great job, guys. Now shake it out, shake it out, shake it out again. Now let's go ahead and reach our arm across our body. Hold that for 5 seconds.
I love this one.
Hold. 1.
It's like giving
2,
yourself a hug.
3, 4, and 5. And now switch. Again, across your body, hold that 5 seconds. 1.
That feels so
2,
good on your shoulder
3,
and your back.
4, and 5. Great job, guys.
One more.
Now let's go hands out wide, hands out wide. Now we're going to do tiny circles. Let's go 10 circles forward. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, now let's go backwards.
And backwards.
1,
little circles.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job, guys.
Nice work. Okay, guys, you stretched. Now settle down. Right back in your seat and relax. Okay, take your spot. Because here we go. We're going to read a story, and this is our comprehension part of our lesson. Look what I did. I have a story in the middle I will read to you. Now, I have the pictures of the story that go in a circle around the story. I want you to look at the pictures as I read the story, because when we are done, we are going to answer some questions about the story. We're going to retell the story. That's right. And then we're finally going to use some sentences from the story and complete our sentences using punctuation. So very important that you listen for when sentences end, how they end. All right. So right now, the first thing we're going to do is start at the very top. And I want you to go around the circle as I read. On your mark, get set, and let's listen. All right, here we go. Start at the top. And as I read, look around at the pictures. As we read the story, follow the pictures around the circle. Okay, here we go. Jack traded his cow to an old man for some magic beans. At home on the farm, Jack put the beans in a hole in the ground. When Jack rose the next morning, he saw a huge beanstalk. He climbed the beanstalk and found a huge castle with a giant and a goose that laid golden eggs. Jack took the goose and woke up the giant. Jack climbed down the beanstalk. As the giant chased him, he chopped down the beanstalk, and Jack was safe with his new goose. Does this sound familiar? Yeah, I think you heard this before. Jack and the Beanstalk. That's right. We were listening for the characters. Who's in the story? Who are the important characters in the story? The details. That means what happened at the beginning, the middle, and the end. Yeah, imagine a story that doesn't have any details. Once upon a time, there was a boy named Jack. The end. That's a boring story. So, details tell you what happened in the story. And finally, the setting, where it takes place. And in this story, where did it take place? How many places were there? All right, let's move on to the next slide and see if you can tell me some of these answers. All right, so what we're going to do now is slide the pictures from the story into our little graphic organizer, our little table. But we have to make sure we put the pictures in the right places. The first box, the purple box, is helpful to tell us who the characters were in the story. Okay, this helps us retell the story by knowing who the characters are, where the setting was, and what the details are. So let's see if we can find out who the characters were in the story and slide their cute little pictures into the purple box. Oh, it's kind of confusing because I see pictures of characters, but they're doing things. So I'm going to save the pictures that have lots of details in them, and I'm not going to put those in the first box. I'm going to look for the pictures that are zoomed in on the characters, okay? All right, first character we met was Jack. Hi, Jack. The next character we met was who? Oh, they have the old man. Let's zoom in on him. And who was the last one? Oh, this was a zoom in on the giant. He was definitely a character in the story. Didn't he chase somebody? All right, we're done. Those are the characters. Those were the important characters in the story. The main character was Mr. Jack, and then our supporting characters and our antagonist. Ooh, the guy that made all the problems was our giants. We had the old man that was selling the beans and the giant. Now let's move on into the setting. We need to know where it happened. Do you remember where he planted the beans? It was at his farm. That's right. So I'm going to place the picture of the farm in the setting. But that wasn't the only place the story took place. So where else was it happening? Where was another part of the setting? Yes, in the castle. Look, it's zoomed in on the castle. Yeah, I agree. That's where he met the giant and he took the golden goose with the golden eggs. And yeah, I remember that. Now, most importantly, let's talk about the events. And I always like to put them in order. So think about when you retell, it's almost like reliving it. Okay, so you want to go ahead and tell as many things that happened in order as you can remember. So we have pictures to help us. Let's do it. Let's see what's the first thing that happened. He sold his cow. That's how we got the beans. Yeah, what did he do with the beans? That's right, he planted them. What happened next? Did he chop it down? No, he climbed it. That's right. Look at this picture with all those details. You can see he's climbing the vine, the bean vine. That's right, the beanstalk. Let's see what happened next. Oh, he went into the castle and he saw a giant with the golden eggs all over the floor. What did he do next? Oh, he took the goose and he woke up the giant. And what happened at the end? There's only one picture left. What's that? Yeah, at the very end, he chopped down the beanstalk because the giant was chasing him. Didn't want him to follow him, did he? Excellent. Now it's very important. Let's you do that on your 5 fingers, your retell. Remember our retell? Who are the characters? Where was the setting? What happened at the beginning, the middle, and the end? There's your 5 finger retell. I love that. And these are all helpful so that you understand what happened in the story, who is in the story, and where it took place. All right, guys, retelling is important. Now let's move on. Oh, this is super quick. We're only going to do 2 sentences. I want you to practice ending your sentences. It's important that you know how to end a sentence, whether you write it or you speak it. Okay. After we are finished with a thought, whether it's an asking or a telling thought, we have to put some mark down to show we're done. And that's called punctuation. We have 2 different types. We have a cute little smiley period. He just tells you something, and that's it. And then we have our question mark. Our question mark signals that we asked a question and we're waiting for an answer. So after we ask a question, we put him down at the end. So let's see, we find a question here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different sentences. Some of them are asking something. They're asking sentences. And some of them are just telling you. They're just telling you something and they don't need an answer or response. So let's see if we can find one. Let's try that purple one on top. Try reading it. All right. Let me see if I can read it. How did Jack get the beans? How did Jack get the beans? Does that sound like I'm telling you how he got it or I'm asking? If you said asking, you got it right. So let's show that it was a question by ending it with a question mark. It's our signal. I'm asking a question, waiting for an answer, and I'm done. So there it is. My question mark goes at the end. If you leave your punctuation off at the end and you never finish your sentence, then I don't know if you were asking or telling. So make sure you put a mark down at the end of every thought you have written so that I can tell if you're asking or telling. Now, I wonder if I can find a telling sentence. Let's try the green one at the bottom. Try reading it. Okay, my turn. Jack climbed down the beanstalk. Did I tell you or did I ask you what he did? Jack climbed down the beanstalk. I just told you. I didn't ask. Let me put a cute little period at the end. Now, when you write a period, make sure he's not that big. He's just a little dot. So I would shrink him down and make him just a little tiny dot. All right, it should look more like that. But we want you to know that it's a little round dot. All right, good work. Let's go on. We're going to have the fastest social studies lesson and then we're going to finish. Now, I want you to think about social studies for a moment. A lot to learn in social studies. So erase your brain from language arts for a moment. And now we're going to learn something really cool that is also in math. Yeah, in first grade, we learn so much about coins in math. And one of the most important things is to identify. That means tell which ones they are. Make sure you know what their names are and whether or not you can pick them out of a pile and know not only their name, but how much they're worth. All right. So we're going to introduce you. So we're going to introduce you to each coin. These are the 4 most commonly used coins, the ones most people use. Okay. So let's look at the first one. It's called a penny, a copper penny. It has Mr. Abraham Lincoln on the front, and it is worth 1 cent. It's sort of a coppery brown color. It has smooth edges. You know what's helpful is to have some coins handy, real coins. Just be very careful with them, okay? Make sure you put them in a safe place. Penny is worth 1 cent. That's it. All right, and now we're going to look at the nickel. Oh, look at that word, nickel, nickel. And he is worth 5 cents. He's a little bit bigger than the penny. He's a silver color, and he has smooth edges, just like the penny. Right around the edge. When you take your finger and go around the edge, he's smooth. And he's worth 5 little cents. Now we're going to look at 2 more. This is my favorite one. He's the largest one of these 4 coins. It has George Washington on it, and it says $quarter. So it's even written on there, quarter. It's a quarter. You can see it at the bottom, $quarter. And a quarter has 25 cents as its value. So you can tell just by looking so far which one is worth the most, which one is worth the least. Our final one is the dime. I love dimes. D-I-M-E, dime. He's worth 10 cents. Look at that, 10 cents. And see my little C with a line through it? That means cents, not dollars. Comes after the number. So he's worth 10 cents. And if you look at the back of the dime, it actually says dime. So a lot of features that will actually tell you not only their name, but some of them will tell you how much they're worth. You have to inspect them, investigate them, observe them, look carefully, get a microscope. You could look right at like a little hand lens and look, zoom in on the coins, see what they tell you. The most important thing is to be able to recognize each coin, all right, and tell me their names. That's the most important thing right now. Then you'll need to know their value, which has more, which has less. Eventually, you'll be able to add the values together up to $1. Awesome. Now, let's finish up our social studies lesson just by seeing if you can remember, giving you a little quiz. Can you remember these 3 coins sent? Draw a line to match the coin to the value. All right. Let's see if you can do it. Which one was worth 1 little cent? Oh, I remember. It was the penny. That's the lowest value one. Yes. Great job. Even though I can't see the front of it, it says it on the back, 1 cent. So that'll match up to the value, 1 cent. Let's try the next one. This one says quarter. Quarter. That's Mrs. Cruz's favorite. And it's worth the most. So let's see. Yes, I'm going to match it to the one that says 25 cents. I love that quarter. He's worth the most. And it says quarter underneath. It actually says the word quarter. So that would match, wouldn't it? Yeah. All right, let's look at the last one. There's only one to pick from, and it tells you what it is. It says 1 dime. How much is that dime worth? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. $1. It's worth 10 cents. 10, 20, 30. It's counting by tens. So 1 coin, 1 dime is worth 10 cents. Great work. All right, you did it. You did it. Practice this on your own so that you feel comfortable with all of these lessons. Now, for the last thing, our exit ticket, the last thing you do before you leave, I want you to read these over and choose one that you need more help with from today's lesson. Right? So you may feel confident in many things, but some things we need a little more help with. So let me read the answers and you pick one that you think you want a little more help with. All right. A, I need more help with beginning, middle, ending sounds. How about B? I need some practice with OY and IR words. How about C? Ooh, I need a lot of practice with comprehension and retelling, that 5-finger retell with the details, the characters, and the setting. If you need a little help with that one, pick that one. How about the SH words? Yeah, do you want some more help with SH words? Shh, shh, shh. Oh, what about coins? Oh, definitely. That's a good one to practice. If you think you need some more work with that, mark that one. And the last one, punctuation, periods and question marks at the end of your sentence. Do you need some help with that? So choose your answer. And we are all done for the day. Thank you for coming along with me for today's lesson. I'm so happy to work with you. If you have any questions, let me know.